YouTube? This is Wayne, the Thrift Nerd, and in this video I am going to show you some brands of women's clothing that you can easily find in thrift stores and flip for a profit on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, or Depop as of today. Thrift Nerd, I only shop in the men's clothing sections and I don't really want to learn anything new because, you know, I'm doing just fine. No. If you are not looking in the women's section when you go out thrifting, you are limiting yourself. So do yourself a favor, learn some brands, get out there and do it. The first thing you need to know about women's clothing is it's way harder to source than men's clothing. There are a lot of brands. The women's sections in thrift stores and everything are way more robust, and it can definitely be overwhelming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break the women's departments down into sections and let you know a handful of brands that I look for when I'm sourcing. So the very first category is athletic wear. So for athletic wear, I mean, this is a thing I buy all year round. Athletic wear does especially well in January and February when people are just going back to the gym, they've got their New Year's resolutions happening and all that. But this will sell all year, and here are just a handful of the brands that I look for. These will all sell, and some of this is like no-brainer stuff, but maybe you haven't heard of some of the other ones. So Nike, Under Armour, Athleta. Nike, you don't want to really get super plain Jane stuff. You want really cool prints and patterns. Under Armour, if it's in good condition, especially like black yoga pants, they do really well, but I recommend looking up that specific style online to see if you can find something that's comping for them, because there are variations of those. Athleta usually does pretty well too. It's kind of expensive at thrift stores, so you want to make sure that you are paying a pretty low price, and by that I mean you want to pay like less than $5. I stay away from like tank tops for the most part because I just don't really get that much of a return, but like the athletic pants, yoga pants, some of the shorts, and some of the sports bras and stuff can go for pretty good money. The other brand that's kind of like the holy grail of athletic wear is Lululemon, and you can see right here, this is what the logo looks like. If you see this, it'll usually be tucked away on the bottom leg of your yoga pants or the back waistband. Definitely pick it up. And it even feels really nice. So yeah, athletic wear is a great place to start if you've never sold women's clothing. The next category I want to show you is swimwear. So it's summer. As of filming this video, it is July, early July. And I really don't look for too many brands in swimwear, but I always look at swimwear. And this is another thing, you can sell all year round. Just because it's summer, I mean, obviously swimwear sells better in summer, but doesn't mean it won't sell in the middle of winter. Like, people go on vacations, you know, there are some places around the country, or if you're shipping internationally, that are just warm year round. So it's always a good idea to at least look at your swimwear. I tend to stay with plus-sized one-piece swimsuits, and my favorite brand that I look for is Miracle Suit. Here's what the tag looks like here. This is money, you guys. If you can find a Miracle Suit one-piece that's in good condition, or even like new with tags, you are easily looking at a $40 sale if it's used, or you know, upwards of $70 or $80 if it is new with tags. So, and you know, thrift stores don't tend to charge a lot for this because I don't think they're super hip to the true value of this. Look at this guy, oh my God. Anyways, the other brand I look for with swimwear is Victoria's Secret. That's kind of a no-brainer, but if it's a really cute bikini with a nice like tropical pattern, or something that's like pinup looking, or if it just has like a certain like feel or vibe to it and it stands out, I will pick that up. So that's really all I look for in swim. There are a lot of other brands that sell okay, like Land's End and Nip Tuck and Speedo. Like, they'll sell okay, but I'm trying to just show you a handful of the brands in different categories that will make you good money. The next category I want to go to, and this is another one that's good if you're just getting started in women's wear. I call it boho. That's kind of like the keyword. You put that word right in your listings and you will get more views. But my favorite brands to look for are kind of the brands that you would see at Anthropologie if you're familiar with that store, and if not, I highly recommend going on their website and looking around. But my favorite brands to sell here are Free People, Lucky Brand, and Madewell. So here are what all those tags look like. Again, it's kind of like lacy, hippie, bohemian, kind of like festival looking tops, open, billowy, usually embroidered or have like floral patterns on them and stuff. These are really good money. They usually sell for $25 plus. They're a little harder to come by, so you really gotta keep your eye out for them. And then kind of one step beyond that in the same category is this brand, Johnny Was. Now I mentioned this in another video of items that have sold. I sold one of these recently. I have a number of them in the store. I'm gonna link that video up here. So, check that out. Johnny Was is great, and thrift stores are not hip to this brand. So there are a number of different like subsidiary, like minor brands within the Johnny Was umbrella. So you have Johnny Was. You also have this 3J Workshop, which here's the tag for that. It usually sells for $40, $50, $60, $70 or more, especially if you find like a super cute embroidered dress or something. That's a great brand to keep an eye out for. The next category I want to dip into here is business casual wear. Now, if you're just getting started in women's clothing, I don't really recommend that you look in this department right away. There are a lot of options to choose from and not too many that are going to bring you a good return on investment. But a couple that I do recommend if you're kind of at that level, J. Crew is a phenomenal brand to look for. It's high quality. If there's something unique about the piece, or the fabric is nice, like a wool trouser or like a cardigan sweater that's made out of cashmere or linen tops or something like that, like those will sell really well. So J. Crew, even though it's kind of like a mall brand that does really well, for me anyways. Also, Michael Kors is a great brand. Again, you don't want just kind of plain Jane stuff. You want something that has a little personality to it. Eileen Fisher is another brand. They're a little bit on the higher end, so if you come across those and it is kind of like a blazer or a nice blouse or a dress or something along those lines, that's a good pickup. And also, this one is a little rare. I don't know how often you'll find this, but the brand is Diane von Furstenberg. It's actually a clothing brand made by a literal princess, right? So that's good stuff. Again though, this takes a little bit of work, and the sections of the thrift store for these are usually huge, so you've really got to have the dedication to go through and look at all these tags. So there are plenty of other ones that sell, like Banana Republic does okay sometimes, J. Jill will sell okay, New York and Company does okay. The last category I'm going to get into is casual wear, and just so you guys know too, I'm not going to do jeans or shoes. That is like a whole separate video. There are a lot of different types of jeans and shoes that I sell and different brands to be aware of, so we'll get into that in a future video, I think. If that sounds like something you guys would be into, let me know in the comments section and I will put that together for you. But as far as casual clothing goes, this is where you get a lot of your mall brands. This is another category that, like, if you are not really familiar with women's clothing or you're just trying to get into it a little bit, I don't really recommend you start here because there's kind of a lot of stuff that really isn't valuable, and these are a little bit harder to pick out the diamonds in the rough. But brands that I really like to look for are Forever 21, Victoria's Secret, and Victoria's Secret Pink. NYDJ, which is Not Your Daughter's Jeans, Torrid, and Harley Davidson. Now those are all like brands that you will come across. I have had especially good luck with Torrid. That's kind of like a plus size company, and plus size, again, just going back to the swimsuits, it always does really well for me. If I can get a lot of plus size pieces, I'll totally do that. NYDJ is the same thing, and they don't just make jeans, they make a lot of like blouses and dresses and stuff like that, and those all do really well for me, but again, you want stuff that kind of stands out. Harley Davidson is not just for men, you guys. Like Harley Davidson, there are so many cute women's tops, like I'll show you right here, and I've sold things that are like fanny packs or like jean jackets, cool things like that. Leather jackets are really hot, and if you can find them, like that's big money right there. Like Harley Davidson does just as well for women as for men. Well, maybe not just as well, but it does well. Another kind of like grail, I don't know if I call it a grail piece, but another really good brand to keep an eye out for in the casual section is Lilly Pulitzer. Here's kind of what that looks like. Lilly Pulitzer items are actually really easy to spot in the thrift store because they often have these like bold, poppy, kind of pastel looking colors. And I'm telling you guys, Lilly Pulitzer does great for me. I can usually find it for like $5 to $8 a piece. And if you find some of these like long like maxi dresses or some really cute like blouses or things of that nature, like you're talking $50 a pop, $75 for some of the nicer ones. If you find it new with tax, forget about it. It is great money and it's easy to spot. So that's another really good one. But again, like I said, I would stick to athletic wear, swimwear, and like looking for kind of like the boho, kind of hippie vibe items if you're just getting started. Because it can be overwhelming to look through aisle after aisle after aisle of thrift store items. So anyways, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel so I can continue to grow and bring you more videos. I will be dropping new videos every Sunday. So yeah, stick around you guys. All right, it's your buddy Wayne, Thrift Nerd, signing out. Thank you and have a good day.